出新车了，
漂亮吗？
漂亮，价格也便宜。
Well, after having a splish splash around, we're down one. I just assumed that this X6F receiver was waterproof, but having pulled it apart after she stopped working, I found no, it's actually just a naked board. Now that thing got submerged a few times on our little playtime here, and it's actually been cutting out since I got here periodically before it even got wet. I've got the antenna sorted, but I don't really know what the problem is. When I get back, I might try a different receiver and just see if it works again. You've been warned. But it was fun while it was running. Portals, locking diffs, 2-speed. I can't wait to check it out. It's an RTR, but it also comes as a kit. I've got the RTR. So here it is. It doesn't actually weigh terribly much either. It feels like a TRX4 in the hand or anything else like it. Now it came with a couple of things. Just a couple of spares, tools and bits and pieces. And a USB key with a hilarious little video about the truck on there. Compressed to all get out there. But it's a 4 gig USB drive for whatever that's worth. Hooray, it's branded. And it also came with a Dumbo RC X4. So you've got throttle, steering, 2-speed and diff lock. And diff lock on this case is all or nothing. Standard trim and reverse and endpoints, 4 AA's, and that's that. A good, simple, basic controller. So it's a 313mm wheelbase with a C-type steel frame ladder chassis, solid axle suspension system, stainless steel link rods, front panhard link, rear 4-link system. Comes with the crossrc mud crawler 120 by 45 1.9s, so they're 120mm, and they are actually not vented. So although they've got foamers in them, all the promo material I've seen for this car has mud and water running, so it's good that these things are vented. It's the crossrc G5 portal axles with durable nylon housing, all metal internal gears, and front and rear remotely locking differentials. And it's the same as all the other EMO series, and I have quite a few EMO cars now. Very reliable axle, very reliable engagement and disengagement of the locking mechanism. I like it. We've got alloy coilover shock absorbers with threaded preload adjustment, and the standard now crossrc 4-wheel drive system with a 540 motor, 2-speed transmission, all metal gears, CVD drive shafts in this case, metal universal joints and strengthened nylon sliders. The car takes 2 or 3S battery. It's a Metal Gear servo. Final drive ratio is 33.24 in high and 59.76 in low. So it's roughly 30 in high and roughly 60 in low. So you can expect second to be roughly twice as fast as first. That's good. We want a nice distance in final drive between first and second. It's all metal gears throughout except for that nylon spur. And yes, it's a 35 turn brushed 540 motor. Also happily included is the Hobbywing 1060 ESC that we know so well. It's the X6F receiver from Dumbo RC. Everything is water resistant, and this thing will even fit a big old battery. One standout thing I really like is these attractive plastic, the ABS plastic wheel wells. They really go with the design of the truck, don't they? I was thinking initially about 3D printing a new back for this thing, but it's quite an attractive little bed, so I'm happy to keep it. It's got a nylon skid as well, which I like to see. One interesting thing I found is that the components are all velcroed on as part of the install. Not a complaint at all, just an observation really. It's got quite a bit of flex to it, this car. And you'll also see that it fits a 6 amp 3S battery hard case with more room to spare, so it's a very generous sized battery tray. And if you really wanted even more space, you could pull this tray out and just put whatever length you like, because look how much room is in here. I quite like it. Preload's set to about right. I think it sits down nicely. I think it's good to go. Oh, and it comes with the T connector, but you can obviously change that. I'll be just making an adapter for my batteries. Now I'm going to get this thing onto the 6 problem course, but I'm also taking it out tomorrow night for a bit of a trail run. So we're going to use some footage from that as well. Let's see how this thing drives. Okay, we're locked. The light is on, which tells us we're in low gear. This is problem 1. Oh nice, as is usually the case with Cross RC, the tyres they're making these days are just brilliant. Now I'm going to unlock here. I need to reverse just a shade. There we go. Yeah, she's quite front heavy actually. We'll lock the diffs again and into problem 2. Oh, I can see straight away this would really benefit from weighted wheels. We're going to have to try and stay higher on the rock. One last go at it. We're going to come over from the right. This is geared a bit high for my liking. I'd actually like it to be slower in first gear. We are on 3S though, and I think 2S is probably the smart play for this car. I'm just trying to stay left so that when it drops to the right, we don't lose it. There we go. We'll have it now. That just took a bit of care and attention, but that's problem 2 done. Straight into problem 3. I don't like our chances given the center of gravity is quite high. I like seeing that front bumper squish on the rock here. It's that actually gives us some options. I think I saw something like a 56-degree approach angle and a 59-degree approach and 66 departure. Really nice. All right, so the only way I see this happening is to come across towards us. I'd like a bit more drag brake on this too. Often the WP 1060 is ample for a car, but I think this would benefit from more control, either in a 1080 or another one that you don't hear people talk about, but I really like. It's the Charisma Arc 2. That's a fabulous ESC. It's a similar spec to the 1080, but way smaller and lighter. No, I don't think 3 is going to happen. This is problem 4. Now, these rock problems tell a story. They let us know what its capabilities are like out of the box. It doesn't need to finish any of the problems really. It's more we want to look to see how it fails or succeeds, which will give us an idea of what the vehicle's like. Portals and these lovely 120mm tyres giving plenty of clearance, even with those faux fuel tanks on the side there. You see how it just cleared that first rock? I like our chances on problem 4 actually. Yeah, we're going to have this. I came off the throttle just to change the camera, which is not fair on the truck. We're just going to put it back where it was, and I'm going to stay on the throttle this time. Hang on, get back where we were. Back where we were. All right. Yeah, that was me, not it. Because it's gonna do problem 4, no worries. I'm actually gonna unlock at this point and lock again now. I just wanted to get the nose across a little bit. There we go. And see the front left is catching it so it doesn't fall. Although it's a bit awkward, it's gonna finish. And then straightens right up nicely. Suspension damping and everything's just nice out of the box too. It's quite good, isn't it? This is problem 5. Shouldn't be a problem over this first bit with all that clearance. It's actually looking easier than often it is. Now watch how it can, with the back up high, it's often hard to get the front of a vehicle onto this next section, but this bumper is plastic, which I actually like in this case. And it also has ample clearance. Now we're just going to pause and change camera. And then we continue up. I muffed that. Wonder if we can unlock. No. I just want to bring the front around a bit. I'm just not quite lined up properly. Just got to come back a little bit more. There we go. There we go. All right, we'll have it now. What's really going to make things hard on this truck is the high gearing on this problem. It does have that 10-tooth pinion. I would consider trying to fit a 9, I think, or just going down to 2S is the obvious thing to do first, or a larger spur gear. It's a 52 tooth. I don't know what it's compatible with, but Cross RC being Cross RC, they'll have spares, option parts and whatnot. Really the center of gravity is the challenge here, and that high gearing. Yeah, I should have done this in 2S, not 3S. because I don't think this truck was really designed to work this hard either. Alright, with heavier wheels or just brass on the axles, we'd be fine right now because the front would get pulled down. Also with venting tyres, I'd see some more squish than what we're seeing. We might get it, and if we don't, it can't do it. Oh, there we go, it can. That's the only line I think this car can do to get up problem 5, but look, it did it, just with care. Okay, problem 6. Can it even do 6 in its stock loadout? I'm not sure. Let's give it a go. I'm noticing some servo fade already. It's quite a hot day today, and this is probably harder driving than this car was really designed for. I think the platform is absolutely up to all 6 problems, but the configuration of this truck, lightweight Lexan though the body is, the center of gravity is just a bit higher than I'd like because it's all plastic down the bottom, and those tires being pneumatically sealed, they can't squish where I'd like them to squish. Lovely tough drivetrain though. I'm not actually worrying about breaking anything. I've talked about this before, just how durable modern RC stuff really is compared to what it used to be like. Like, this is a tough day in the office for this little car. It really is. We'll give it one more go? I think so. Look, it's quite attractive. Even as it fails, it's quite attractive. I'd like to slow it down. So, easiest way is to put it on 2S instead of 3S. A 9-tooth instead of a 10-tooth pinion. And even a higher turn motor. It's got a 540, a 35 turn 540. You might go to a 45 turn, or even better, something like a 27 or 35-ish turn 550. That would be the way to go. I might go straight to the Fusion 1200 actually. That might be the way to go. I don't think we're going to get 6. Oh, this is it if it's going to happen. I think 6 is out. Alright, clearly this is not a crawler that can handle the same level of capability out of the box as the EMO NT4 and friends. Slow it down a bit, get it some weighted wheels though, and I think it'll be a different story. It has all the features of your TRX4 type car, which is increasingly common these days. I'm a fan. One thing I like about it though is that you get all that for not that much money. This might be the cheapest ready-to-run car I think I've had that has all those features in a ready-to-run. Didn't have to do anything except bring my own batteries, so it's quite impressive, isn't it? I like that you get the front and rear headlights as well. I didn't mention that. That's pretty spiffy. So I'm an instant fan. I'm already a big fan of the EMO series, and I think this is just going to be a beautiful wet runner. Fine. We will. It's also really clever how you don't have any headlights to worry about. You never need to wire anything in, so it's a rough and ready machine, ready to go, and the mirrors even have glass in them, so I thought that was great. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Throw me a like and I'll catch you again right here on RC-TNT. Thank you for watching. And lastly, a big thanks to my members. Here they are. Guys, really appreciate the support. Thank you. Catch you next time.